look super greasy. Once it's once it has sunk into the skin. Hello everyone, this is going to be the best skincare products that I used in 2020. Let's talk about good things from a bad year if we can. And of course this year I used a lot more skincare than I did makeup, but I will be doing a best of makeup for 2020 that will go up in a couple days after this video, so make sure you go check that out when it goes up too. I'm gonna go through every possible step of your skincare routine and give you the very best products that I experienced, used, and tested in 2020. And if I can, and if there are relevant products in each category of both high-end and drugstore or more affordable, then I will give you those. But if there's any category where I don't give you a product, it's because there's nothing that really stands out to me as being the best of the best. All products discussed and shown in this video will be linked in the description box below. I'll put a link to where you can find it to purchase it, and I will give you any relevant coupons or discounts that I can provide for you. Thank you so much for being a subscriber and following over on Instagram. We not only have the December PR unboxing giveaway video going on right now, but we also have an exclusive giveaway running on Instagram for having hit 2,000, well over 2,000 now, followers over on Instagram. So I'll link the December giveaway video up in the upper right hand corner for you. And of course you can go over to Instagram if you want to enter that giveaway also. In terms of what I'm wearing, I will also try to remember to put everything in the description box so that you can also check it out if you like it. I'll note that on my nails, this beautiful red color is actually from China Glaze. I had forgotten about this polish that I had in my collection, but there are a couple things that really stand out to me. This is the shade With Love. I'll link to where you can still purchase this and find it because this is several years old by this time. This is one coat. I did not have to layer this polish. That's the first thing that I note about it. The second is that this is only $5 or $6. Super affordable for such a high quality nail polish, and of course very festive, perfect for this season. And then on the ends I just did kind of a waterfall or smattering of glitter, and that was using Zoya's nail polish. I forget what this is called, Maria Luisa or something like that. It'll be in the description box for that. For my makeup in this video, I kept it really fresh and more showing you the skin I have underneath. I'll do a much more heavy makeup look for my favorite makeup products for 2020 video, but I did want to note that on my lips, I am wearing the e.l.f., what are these called? Hydrating Core Lip Shines, beautiful formula, but I mixed together a bunch of shades, so this isn't just one shade to let you know what the color is. My favorite succulent stud earrings are off of Etsy. I will link her shop in the description box. There's a lot of different sizes you could get and styles. So if you're interested in that, necklace and corresponding bracelet are very affordable and from Amazon. First category is going to be the best skincare devices. I already did a dedicated video listing the best 4 skincare anti-aging at home devices and why. So I go more in depth in that video if you want to check that out. But really quickly, I'll start with the biggest, best deal, like a steal in terms of an LED mask, and that is this LED mask. My coupon code should still apply to make this under $100. I think it retails for almost $200, but this has 3 different light settings, red, blue, and orange for anti-aging, acne, and reducing redness and irritation. Absolutely love this thing. I've been using this every single day, and I also use it over my hands. The most effective device for using around the eyes comes from Tria. This is, it does pinprick around the eyes, but this has really helped reduce my fine lines, especially around the inner corner and crow's feet. My tripolar device I use for pinpointing areas of fine lines that I want to reduce, and a device that a lot of people have started to be interested in, which is fantastic. That is the New Face device. It uses microcurrent to help tighten the muscles underneath and to help the overall lift and tightness of your skin and neck area. So relevant to this year and will still be relevant in 2021 are face masks. I cannot believe that I waited so long to get this. I only got this in the last, I think, 2 months or so, but since I received it, I have been wearing it constantly. This is by the company Slip, which originally focused on silk pillowcases, but they make this mask out of silk. They have different designs. They have a pink one, a black one, I think one of the design in this leopard print. They have adjustable ear straps. And like I said, because it's made of silk, it is very durable. You can wash it very easily, but most importantly, it feels wonderful on the skin, especially if you get irritation, if it feels uncomfortable. This material, it is more expensive. This mask is between $35 and $40, although I do have a discount that you can apply. And I got it from skinstore.com, which actually a lot of these things are from, and they have sales going on all the time. But this thing I use constantly. It is such a godsend, so much better than the surgical masks or even the homemade kind of Etsy bot masks that are cute and fun, but nothing is as comfortable as this silk mask. Absolutely worth the investment. Let's start with the first step of your skincare routine, which is makeup removal and cleansing of the skin. I did a video testing a bunch of different cleansing balms, so I will also link that for you. I can only link 5 videos, so when I run out, I will just make sure to link all of the relevant videos that you may want to check out in the description box also. But of all of those, I think the number one, A, not only because of how effective it is, but B, actually how affordable it is given the amount of product that you get, is the cleansing balm from Clinique. It doesn't have any irritating ingredients, doesn't have any fragrance in it, doesn't have any fragrant oils in it or essential oils. So many, I would say 95% of the cleansing balms on the market have irritating ingredients in them. This one does not, and it's super effective. The absolute price tag, when you look at it, might seem a little more expensive, but given the amount of product that you get, how much you get, 3.8 ounces in here, when you work that out to the dollar amount per ounce, this is actually one of the most affordable cleansing balms on the market. Plus the fact that it has fantastic ingredients and works, one of the best out on the market also. This definitely wins spot number 1 for cleansing balms. Then just for your cleanser, or if you're using a cleansing balm, your second step. This was actually pretty difficult for me to choose. There are a lot of really nice cleansers that I was using this year, but I'm going to give the number 1 spot. I'm gonna give you 2 because one of them is one that I have had many bottles of them repurchased, and that is Youth to the People's Kale plus Green Tea Spinach Vitamins Age Prevention Cleanser. This is at least my 3rd bottle. I haven't opened it yet, but it might be my 4th. This is such a cool company. I don't love every single product in the brand, but they have a lot of standout products. I not only love that they have recyclable and reusable packaging. This is a glass bottle. Pump dispenser, love that too. Fantastic ingredients here, non-stripping yet effectively cleansing formula. On top of that, beautiful skincare ingredients in here too. Tons of vitamins, tons of good plant antioxidants and extracts. And this is another brand that is quite expensive. And when you look at the price for this cleanser, you might be like, ooh, but once again, given the amount of product, this is a bottle that is 8 ounces, 237 milliliters. It's definitely worth it. But I have to mention another cleanser that snuck in here right at the last minute, but I've absolutely fallen in love with it. Amazing formulation and ingredients. This is Pharmacy's new Whipped Greens Oil-Free Foaming Cleanser with moringa and papaya. Man, this thing has a like cream gel hybrid type of texture, light green color. Such a pleasant experience using this. Again, quite gentle on the skin and yet simultaneously very effective at removing oil and sunscreen. Ever since I received this several weeks ago, I have been using it on the daily. Next up for me is my toner. Depending on the AM or PM, I'll concentrate on different things. One thing I can use either day or night is the Innisfree Green Tea Fresh Toner. I think this is my 2nd bottle that I'm using from this year, and again, it's almost gone. Has a fantastic formula, of course, a powerhouse of green tea in here. You can use this alone. I also, in particular, love to, once I've cleansed my skin, dab this on and then use my red setting on my LED mask. But regardless, on its own, it's a fantastic jam-packed antioxidant toner. A couple nights a week, I will also use the PHA as my toner. This is from the Inky List. I cannot believe that more people don't talk about this. This is so affordable. You get a huge bottle of this. how much do you get in here? 3.4 fluid ounces. Incredible. PHA is a chemical exfoliant, but it is one of the most gentle and gradual ones. So if you're someone, for example, that wants to transition into glycolic acids or AHAs, or if your skin is just super sensitive or you need a break from those, but you still want the benefits of a gradual chemical exfoliator, this is a phenomenal product. Back to the morning after I put on my toner, I use my vitamin C product, and hands down, no close competition has become Timeless's 20% vitamin C serum with vitamin E also and ferulic acid. There are plenty of great vitamin C products that I've used. In 2020 has become a year where I really did concentrate on vitamin C and really finding the best products out there. So I did do a video with the top vitamin C products, and they come in different forms too. So this is a completely water-like consistency, but there are fantastic products that are more creams or spot treatment products. So make sure you go check that video out for those kinds of things. But if you just want overall, general, all over the face vitamin C product, nothing for the price point beats out the Timeless one at the 20% level. Ascorbic acid, the most effective and proven form of vitamin C at the appropriate pH level in a pump dispenser, opaque packaging to protect the otherwise super unstable vitamin C from degrading. Cannot beat this. I think I do also have a coupon code for Timeless. Jumping to the best BHA or salicylic acid based products, and the reason why it's in this part of the routine is because I'll usually apply that after a toner or as my toner. And no doubt the product that I use every single day and is so versatile, and I think the only BHA salicylic acid toner type of product that's really out on the market and accessible is from Paula's Choice. In fact, she has a couple different variations, and I know I say she, technically Paula is not part of the brand in that sense as she used to be anymore, but anyway, she has a few different types of BHA salicylic acid based toner type of products, and I just wanted to show you this because Paula's Choice actually sent this to me, and I noticed, even though I already have several bottles of this is the 2% BHA liquid exfoliant. This is one of the most popular products in the entire line among customers, but instead of it being a screw off top where you have to do this, they have changed the packaging, I noticed, so that is a flip up cap, which is nice, so that you don't have to sit there and twist the cap off and all that kind of stuff. But this is a liquid, and I use this not only on the face, a lot of times right after I come out of the shower, I dab it onto my face. I use it on the back of my arms. If you have KP, keratosis pilaris, it's fantastic for that. I use it on my underarms, and I also use some glycolic acid products for that to combat body odor without having to rely on deodorants or antiperspirants. I use it on my back to combat acne. I use it on my legs, especially after I shave or use an epilator. Also on my underarms after I epilate there to reduce redness, to combat ingrown hairs and prevent those, to soothe the skin. This is the most versatile, I think the most hands down versatile product in your skincare routine from Paula's Choice. Fantastic, fantastic. And if you need a bump up in salicylic acid, this is the BHA9, again from Paula's Choice. Thank God they changed the packaging on this. Still not the most easy to use packaging, but they used to have it in this pump dispenser that was not great. But this, like it suggests, has 9%, and this is really for spot treatment. So if you have a stubborn blemish or one that won't want to come over the skin, even for things like bumps that are not acne, that are stubborn, this is a really, really nice spot treatment, or ingrown hairs too, if you need to spot treat that. Let's move on to the best moisturizers of 2020. Again, I divide this into day and night. Although the first product I'm going to show you, I use both day and night. That is CeraVe's Facial Moisturizing Lotion PM. You cannot beat the price point on this given the fantastic skincare ingredients that are in here. It has a lightweight moisturizing formula, so perfectly suitable for someone with drier, normal skin. also equally suitable for someone with oily combination skin like me. Not only packed with hydrators, but also contains a ton of ceramides, which are fantastic for the skin and other great skincare ingredients. This may not have a formula that gives enough quenching to drier skin, or particularly in the winter. So especially in the past few months when it's cold and my skin is definitely more parched, I have found myself using this next product, which I do not see other people on YouTube talking about. This is La Roche-Posay's Lipikar Eczema Soothing Relief Cream. Do not let the name fool you. This is perfectly suitable if you do not have eczema. And of course, if you do, it's fantastic. Given the amount of product you get, once again, a fantastic, affordable price point. This is 6.76 fluid ounces. And this has a thicker, although not heavy, lotion or moisturizer texture. I have, like I mentioned, combination oily skin, and I have used this for the daytime too, and it's looked perfectly fine. It's not greasy, even though it has a thicker, more nourishing and sealing body to it. Water, shea butter, glycerin are the first three ingredients. In addition, the fifth ingredient, or maybe sixth ingredient, is niacinamide, rapeseed oil, a bunch of other hydrators. Doesn't have any bad, fragrance ingredients or irritating ingredients. So this has also been a godsend, especially when my skin has been more irritated and dry. And even a step up from that has been from Pharmacy. This is the Honey Halo Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. Water, glycerin, shea butter, the first three ingredients. You've got honey in here, you have the ceramides as the name suggests, you have fig fruit extract. This is something that I only use at night because it does have a much richer texture and it does leave a kind of sheen on the skin that I wouldn't want in the daytime. Comes with a metal spatula that magnetically attaches to the lid. Such cute honeycomb packaging, and you do not need a lot of this to cover the face and the neck. Hands down, by and far the best eye cream on the market and that I used in 2020 is from Versed. It is called the Fix Emergency Eye Mask, but I just use this as an eye cream. It is so nourishing and it has this ability to stay in the under eye area. I've used several eye creams that, yeah, they do hydrate, but then when you go to put makeup on top of them or you rub your sunscreen, they kind of just wipe off and go away and they don't provide my under eyes the hydration they need. I have a lot of problems with this under eye area looking crepey and dry with age, but also because I do use my treatments under there, and so they do exfoliate. This is the only thing, or the most effective thing, I shouldn't say the only, but the most effective eye cream for hydrating and then staying in that area to hydrate it. Absolutely beautiful formula. It's like a thicker gel formula, I guess. This is a new tube. I haven't used up my first tube of it, but so it has a thicker body, but it doesn't feel heavy. It still feels invisible and lightweight on the skin, but this is, and Versed is a very affordable brand at Target, so absolutely love this for my eye cream. Oh, and speaking of the under eye area, this is the #1 product that I've used this past year for adding sun protection underneath the eyes. So always make sure when you're applying your sunscreen, which you should do every day, to not miss out in this under eye area and even kind of over the eyes, although of course we don't want it to get in the eyes, but to add protection in this area that's notorious for getting kind of sunspots and sun exposure, which in turn can also contribute to the look of these bags or darkness under the eyes and splotchiness and wrinkles. It's this product from Color Science, the Total Eye 3-in-1 Renewal Therapy. This has an SPF of 35 and PA+++. Again, titanium dioxide and zinc oxide base. It also has this kind of peachy salmony tint to it, which really helps brighten the under eyes. I will warn you, when you first apply this and even when you pat it in, you will think this does not look elegant and smooth under the eyes. Absolutely agree, but once you pat it in, wait. It will set, sink, and smooth out over the course of the next 30 seconds or so, and it gives your under eyes this brightening effect. It looks smooth, and of course, you're getting that extra sun protection. And also, speaking of sun protection in the eye area and not getting sunscreen in your eyes, this I put in the skincare category because I don't use it for its makeup benefits. I use it for its sun care benefits. And this is the very innovative product that Supergoop created. This is their Shimmer Shade SPF 30. So it comes in a tube like this. It looks almost like a paint pot, and they do have a few different shades of this, but it has an SPF of 30, and it is in a formulation and consistency where you are supposed to, and it is safe to dab it over the lids. So there's not really any other products out in the market that I know of like this. And so this is a great way to make sure that you do get sun protection on the lid area, which is very exposed to the sun, but where a lot of times until this product came out on the market, you couldn't really, or it was risky to put your actual sunscreen there on the mobile lid because it very well may go into your eyes and sting and burn your eyes. Next up is best sunscreens. And I'm gonna divide these up into levels of SPF. So I have a couple new ones, but I'm gonna start with the OG Paula's Choice. I cannot tell you how many tubes of this I have gone through, at least a dozen, I would say. This is the super light Daily Wrinkle Defense. This has not only jam-packed with antioxidants, it also has resveratrol. It's an SPF of 30. So this is the minimum amount of sunscreen I would suggest you use if you have minimal time outside, mostly if you're just staying home or you have a very short commute to work and you work in a basement without sunlight. So SPF 30, this has the most elegant, beautiful texture. It's not greasy, oily, or heavy. It has a tint to it to combat any sort of white cast. This will continue, I'm sure, to be one of my favorite sunscreens for many years to come. A step up at SPF 46, this is Ulta MD. They have a ton of great sun care products in their line. The one that I have specifically been using is the UV Clear Broad Spectrum. SPF 46 comes in a pump dispenser. This one does not have a tint to it, although I see no white cast on my skin. Oh, I should tell you, the one from Paula's Choice is 13% zinc oxide. This one from Ulta MD is zinc oxide and octinoxate. There is also a tinted version in this line, and people love that one too, so it's up to you which type you want. And then the highest level at SPF 50 and PA+++++. This is from Obagi Medical. Again, something I have never seen anyone else in the beauty community discuss, but given the amount of product you get at the price point, it actually works out to be just as affordable as these other ones, or sometimes even more affordable, just depending on what you're comparing it to. But you get 3.4 ounces, whereas typically you're getting an ounce or even maybe an ounce 1.7 with the Ulta MD one. In any case, this is called the Physical Defense Broad Spectrum Mineral Sunscreen. I'm just noticing that all of these are mineral sunscreens. I do have chemical sunscreens that I love. I'm actually going to show you one in the body section, but this is titanium dioxide and zinc oxide. It has a tint to it. Again, I experienced no level of white cast with this. Beautiful formula again with both of these. They glide onto the skin. They're nice and thin and lightweight, not heavy, not greasy, not super shiny. All right, let's talk about specific ingredients, and we'll start with retinol. So I have two of the best retinol products. I'm trying not to list too many Paula's Choice things, but I'm just gonna note here that pretty much everything from Paula's Choice is going to be fantastic. So she has a ton of retinol-based products that are really good. But for someone who has never used retinol before, or you really just wanna start out super gentle, I would recommend the one from Versed. This is the Press Restart Gentle Retinol Serum. It has bakuchiol and encapsulated retinol. Comes in a tube like this, has more of a gel consistency, super pale green color, but this has a lovely, easy to use texture, and it's really a nice introduction or transition into using more heavy retinols. One step up from that is from Boots number 7. I actually don't have the tube anymore for you because I used it up completely, and I've already gotten rid of it, but it is the Advanced Retinol 1.5% Complex Night Concentrate, and I think I did actually show that in my video where I talked about the top retinol products out on the market. This is definitely more expensive, but also has a much larger percentage and giving of retinol in it. Comes in a pump dispenser, opaque packaging. Again, lovely, easy to use texture, and I never found any sort of irritation with it either. So it's something that you could definitely use down onto the neck and chest area that tends to be more sensitive, especially with something like retinol as opposed to your face. And even a step up from that, but still formulated in a way that is supposed to avoid the kind of old school, really big irritation and redness and like peeling that you might get with things like really strong retinol or even Retin-A, and that is from The Ordinary. This is their Grand Active Retinoid 2% in Squalane. This product actually feels almost like a facial oil, although that's the squalane, it's not actually oil, but this has a form of retinol that is proven in scientific studies to be quite effective, but also have a more gentle, gradual effect on the skin too. Super freaking affordable, and this is something I use more at night just because of the texture of it, but I use it on my neck and my chest as well as my face. All right, let's talk about facial oils, and I'm gonna recommend two of them to you. The first one is from Herbivore. Again, something I never see anyone else talking about, but this is their Emerald CBD plus adaptogens Deep Moisture Glow Oil. Has this beautiful green color to it. I promise you it does not turn your skin or tint your skin green. And again, something that I use at night, although this has an elegant formulation to it that actually does not look super greasy. Once it has sunk into the skin, it doesn't, even before it sinks into the skin, it doesn't feel thick or greasy, but it does still feel like an oil. But anyway, once it's in the skin, it doesn't really leave a super amount of shine on the skin. Wow, really struggled through that one. But the other one that I want to point out to you is by DermaDoctor. This is the Kakadu C High Potency Evening Oil. This also has 20% vitamin C ester, ferulic acid, and vitamin E. And this one is also fascinating because it does initially feel like an oil. Like you can tell that it's not just water, but it again sinks into the skin to pretty much nothingness. So even though this is a facial oil, in addition to the fantastic ingredients, it is something that you could definitely use in the morning, in the daytime, under makeup, which I think is fabulous because especially during the winter, and if you have dry skin and you want to use an oil under your makeup to give it hydration without looking like a greasy, slick mess, this is a fantastic option. The best glycolic acid based products, both of them are coming from the Drunk Elephant. Why did I say the Drunk Elephant? From Drunk Elephant. This is one that I use approximately once a week. Using it more tends to make my skin peel. This is the TLC Framboos Glycolic Night Serum. This not only has 12% AHA, but also has BHA in it. Fantastic combination of ingredients. Pretty much everything in the Drunk Elephant, similar to Paula's Choice, is great. You can't really go wrong with pretty much everything in the line, although they are significantly more expensive than Paula's Choice. You get this pop-up pump dispenser, opaque tubing, airtight packaging, and this does have, how do I describe this? It's not an oil, it's almost like a thick gel consistency to it. Definitely use this in the nighttime. And then the strongest, most effective, kind of more of a treatment is the TLC Sukari Baby Facial. 25% AHA, 2% BHA. Not for the faint of heart or people who are not used to AHA, but if you do use this, it's the kind of thing where the next day you definitely notice the results. Copper peptides are wonderful for the skin, but it is notoriously expensive, and the cheaper versions are from brands that I don't really trust. The one affordable skincare product that incorporates copper peptides is from The Ordinary. This is very often sold out, and there's a good reason. So this takes their classic buffet, which is by itself a fantastic product, but adds in 1% copper peptides. Has a super thin formula, but that has this kind of slick, I don't want to say oily because it doesn't feel oily, but it has kind of that sort of texture to it. Just a fantastic addition to your skincare routine if you aren't already using copper peptides at a very affordable price. I surprisingly haven't been using a lot of facial serums in 2020. I used to use them very frequently, but one of the ones that I have noticed and has stood out as a fantastic one this year has been from Versed. Again, super affordable. This is the On the Rise Affirming Serum. This has a peptide blend in it and resveratrol. And don't let the name serum fool you. This has a formula that sinks in, isn't heavy or greasy. I'm almost done with this bottle and I have one waiting in the wings, but has a lovely texture to it that any skin type can use. The best face mask that I've used this year is from Dermalogica. This is an expensive product, but I think it's unique, I think it's effective, and it's fun to use. This is the Hydro Mask Exfoliant, and it comes in a pump dispenser. It has a pale blue color. I don't know if you can really see that. And it has these suspended darker blue spheres inside that kind of pop when you rub it over the skin. But this is beautiful because it truly leaves your skin very hydrated and plump feeling after you wash it off. Loved using this product. Let's move on to body care, lip care, and other treatments. First, I want to tell you my lash care, the only product on the market, I promise you, the only product on the market that will help your lashes grow and that I've used for years, other than a prescription, which is Latisse, which of course is scientifically proven to help elongate the lashes, but also can have some side effects. But non-prescription, the only thing over the counter that works with science behind it to grow your lashes is from Revitalash. And the reason is because it has an ingredient that is kind of a, it's a mimicking or like a cousin to the ingredient in Latisse, which is what causes your lashes to grow. So this is the Advanced Eyelash Conditioner. I have many people who leave comments about how, you know, my lashes are long or voluminous or whatever the comment is before, especially in my mascara review videos. So they see my lashes before I've applied mascara on them. And the reason is because of this product. If you saw my lashes, you know, 2 or 3 years ago before I started using Revitalash, they are pretty sad. So this is the reason why I have anything that you can see in the first place. And this is probably my 6th tube or more, and I will continue to purchase this. This is actually kind of hard to find. So I'll make sure to link a place that currently has this available for you to purchase. All right, best body moisturizers. And again, I'm gonna kind of divide these up into different categories. So the best salicylic acid or BHA based body lotion is from Paula's Choice. This is the Weightless Body Treatment 2% BHA. It has a bunch of antioxidants in here, very lovely, lightweight, yet hydrating texture. Honestly, everything that comes in this lavender purplish packaging from Paula's Choice is fantastic. Best retinol based body lotion is again from Paula's Choice. They skin smoothing retinol body treatment with antioxidants with a pump dispenser. And to be really frank, this is a new bottle. I haven't finished my old one yet, but to be really frank, there are not a lot of options on the market for body care products that have retinol in them. Best AHA or glycolic acid based body lotion. Now, Paula's Choice has one that I have many tubes of and have used many tubes of and would absolutely recommend, but I'm going to choose the one from Alpha Skincare because it is a little more affordable. But I love the one from Paula's Choice. This is the Renewal Body Lotion from Alpha Skincare. It has 12% glycolic acid, AHA. I actually prefer the texture of the one from Paula's Choice more, but I use this at night anyway, so I don't care as much about how it feels because I'm just gonna get into bed and sleep. But because it is so affordable and because it has a ton of glycolic acid included, then I chose this one as the best one. But in terms of a body lotion that is more focused on really nourishing the skin and providing plenty of antioxidants, but if you are not looking to have specific active ingredients like AHA, BHA, retinol, or if you are skin sensitive or you need it to have a break, you just want the nourishment, then these are the top choices, more on the drugstore end. is CeraVe's moisturizing cream. I bought this duo at Costco, but this is very straightforward. It does have a bunch of ceramides in it. Yeah, ceramides. And it's kind of on a thicker end. It is beautifully hydrating, especially right out of the shower before you towel off while your skin is still damp. It is wonderful to put this on the skin. On the more expensive end and a little more complex and varied in formula, or has more things in it, is the body lotion from Drunk Elephant. Again, I wish more people were experiencing this and talking about this, but this is the Silly Body Lotion. I have purchased so many of these bottles. When I get my 20% off at Sephora, I just buy a bunch of these because the formulation is fantastic. It is nourishing, but it is super lightweight. It's not heavy, it's not greasy, it's not hard to spread across the skin. It has a beautiful formulation and feel to it. I think it has a wonderful scent, although there's no fragrance or fragrant ingredients added. And there's a ton of great hydrating ingredients and antioxidants and skin loving ingredients included in this formulation. And actually, I want to point out that especially for Drunk Elephant, this is extremely affordable. But even aside from that, if you calculate the price per ounce that you get, this is an 8 fluid ounce bottle. This is actually not very expensive, definitely not high end. And I think it's actually very comparable to other things that you may be purchasing. Don't let the Drunk Elephant brand fool you, like the name of it fool you. This is a very affordable body lotion. The #1 sun protection product for the body is actually something that I use on the face all the time when I want SPF 50, but that is from Paula's Choice. This is the the Extra Care non-greasy sunscreen. Has an SPF of 50. Oh, it actually says on here for face and body. I didn't realize that. I always thought that this was supposed to be a body sunscreen, but that makes sense because it has an elegant texture to it that is very thin. It's actually a little bit on the watery side, so very antithetical to what you may think of as those thicker beach going suntan or sun protecting lotions or sunscreens. Water resistant for 80 minutes. It has a thinner lotion texture to it. Absolutely beautiful, which is why you can use it both on the face and the body. Oh, and this one is a chemical sunscreen. So instead of the titanium dioxide and zinc oxide, this has avobenzone, homosalate, octisalate, etc. Best product for the lips when it comes to sun protection. Actually, there's two of them from Paula's Choice that I think are fantastic. One of them comes in a tube and is more of a not a lip gloss formula, but it's like a thicker gel. It's a pretty thick gel consistency, but something that's easier to use and a little bit more versatile for men and women, and for you to apply on top of other things without moving any color that you have on underneath, is the Paula's Choice lip balm in the SPF 50. I have the men's version right now that I'm using, but you can purchase it. It comes in a white tube now, and it's a chapstick, and so you can put your lipstick on and just glide this over. It has no color to it, and it doesn't disturb the color underneath. Super easy to use. SPF 50 is very difficult to find in a lip product in terms of the level of sun protection. Paula's Choice is, you know, of course, they do sun protection in a fabulous A+ grade manner. And my favorite lip product from 2020, I know people love the one from Laneige, but actually the one that I've used up an entire tub of and I'm on to my next one and that I have just been loving is from Fresh. They have a bunch of hydrating lip balms in different flavors and scents, but it's the type of, I guess I can't really show you, or you can see on the very edges there, it is more of a balm consistency, but this is the type of product where you put it on at night and it is still there in pretty much the same layer in the morning. So nourishing, such fun colors and flavors. So this is my vote for the best lip product for 2020. All right, there you go. I'm kind of grateful that the circumstances of this year have pushed me into really concentrating on skincare as opposed to makeup. I've enjoyed it. I love talking about researching and testing out skincare. So I hope that you have enjoyed it too. I hope that you check out a ton of these recommendations if you aren't already using them. and you go check out my other videos if you want more details about these fantastic products. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for going on a skincare journey with me in 2020. For 2021, I think I'm gonna try some new things. In 2020, the new things that I kind of tried were mainly skincare devices. And in 2021, I'm going to be testing out, and I'll document, or at least that's my hope, the use of at-home facial peels, which will be an interesting journey to go through with you. And I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what else will be new for the next year. But thank you so much for coming along with me. Leave me any thoughts or comments that you have in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video and that you give it a thumbs up. Thanks for taking the time to watch as always, and I'll see you in the next video.